Good afternoon, everybody. I should have been quieter when I came out. I scared away 3 blue jays sitting there at the... I think they like the water the best. But man, I have seen the birds. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to put out a hummingbird feeder. So yesterday, I finally watered everything. I broke out my brand new sprinkler instead of giving myself trigger finger like I did last year. I thought I broke it forever. It wouldn't bend forever. But I was using my thumb, or watering with my hand. Anyways, I got the sprinkler out and I had it out, and there was a hummingbird, and we saw a bunch of different birds yesterday, some really pretty birds, and so it made me think I need to get a hummingbird feeder out, because the hummingbird was hanging out in the sprinkler taking a bath, and he sat on that big hollow log right there, and cleaned himself. It was so cool. So I got to get a hummingbird feeder up. So anyways, I thought I'd give you a little tour. Yep, I'm hanging up clothes. And it's going to be hot here today. It was chilly this morning. We've been leaving the windows open because we're lazy. It was chilly. So here is my update. Look at this asparagus. This is last year. I put this in last year. And I think almost everyone has come up. And I'm not supposed to eat them again this year. And I'll tell you, it was yesterday when I was looking at them, there's some big fat ones in there, and I could have very easily picked a meal. But I'm supposed to leave them go this year. Next year, I will start picking. But they look good. That was one of my main worries, were they going to come back? Not so much the initial investment of just the asparagus themselves, but the work that we put into them, the soil that we bought to put in these planters. It all adds up. So there's the asparagus, and there are the strawberries, which are also looking good. There's a good weed right there, trying to pretend to look like a strawberry. Yeah, they have doubled in number at least, maybe more than that. And, I might be having to transplant some to the other side, because that's mostly annuals. So I think when they start, because the asparagus is going to get big and fluffy and take up all that room back there. But I figure maybe the strawberries will start spreading back that way. And if they do, I think I'll start pulling them up and putting them over on the other side. So that's the asparagus. Almost every single one has come up. I'm just very pleased with that. And this over here is, okay, so let's see. I think this little teeny thing is chives that lasted through the winter. This is weeds right there. I need to pluck those. Those are bulbs that Ronald and I planted, and I think we might actually get some flowers out of. This is comfrey that I planted last year. This is great for making poultices on, swelling and stuff like that. I had a boss. I had like tennis elbow. I used to be a leather cutter, and I was always using my arms to cut, and I got like tennis elbow, and they made me a comfrey poultice, and it went away. That's chickens and hens. Is that what they call it? I didn't know they survived up here, but I got those from my stepmom, and they're still doing good. So these are some big tomatoes. I think they're big boys or something like that I planted. Another weed. And I was just out here yesterday plucking these things. Man, weeds come up so fast. These here, and there's 2 more of the big boys, and then I'll get to the big patch over here in a minute. These are squash and watermelons. This is something I saw from a video, and so far I see nothing. I guess I need to take off this piece of cardboard. But what I was thinking is, if they came up in this box, then I would be able to train them to come over the edge of the box and come out this way, rather than taking up the whole garden. But you know, the cardboard would just evaporate and it turns into, yeah, whatever. Hugel? Is it Hugel? I mean, I've been doing my own version of all of that for years, but so we'll see if anything comes up at all in here. Watermelon in one and squash in another. And I've planted all kinds of seeds in here, y'all. There's some radishes in here. There's some flowers in here, just like last year. So there's another shot of my asparagus. I'm so proud. That was one of my big worries. Okay, so these are some blueberries. These are last year's blueberries. And they are just now getting green. All three of them. There was 4. Keith chopped one down with the lawnmower. And I'm not seeing nothing coming back there. But these guys are all coming back. I'm very proud of that. Even this little bitty one, which is supposed to be a pink lemonade blueberry. Then we go over, shot of my beautiful asparagus. Then we go over here to the big cloud spot. So what I've done so far is I've gone in here and I have picked out piles and piles of, you know, because this was just, it was like the rest of the yard. So this is our first year doing this. So I've picked up all kinds of pieces of turf and roots and things. A pile. That cart is full. There's a big pile over here. And look how much there still is. But you know, some of that's just going to wear down over time. So I'm not that worried about it. So what I've done is we picked through all of it. Looks like I still need to do over there. And it's hot now. I should have been out here earlier. But I've gotten 3 rows done. I went through yesterday and got my hoe and got 3 rows done. I've got tomatoes here. I have got green beans. This outer edge right here, that's not a row. But I put green beans and peas on the first row because they're going to need some pickets or something to climb. We'll figure something out. Some string and sticks probably is what's going to happen. The second row, I've got tomatoes. I've got peppers. I've got a couple peppers down there, but I put some seeds in. What did I put in the middle? Onions, y'all. Onions. I had some onion sets that I'd almost forgotten about. Then the next row is mostly beets, which I'm the only one that likes them, but you know, it's a lot of hard work, so I put beets in. And I think probably my parents will eat some beets. So today I've got to make a 4th row. See, 1, 2, 3. And then there's going to be a 4th full long one. And then I'll do this section over here. But today I have to take Ronald to the doctor. So that's going to kind of take out my day of working in the garden today. I could be out here right now, y'all, but I'm not. I'm here to make y'all a video. So this is the cherry trees from last year. These got watered last night as well. I also had come out here with a couple jugs of water, gave them each a jug of water earlier in the week, but I thought they needed a good dousing. So these are the cherries. Are they gonna bloom? I'm not sure how that all works, but I don't really like that ant on there. This one was the one that was having a real rough time last year, and it looks like maybe this isn't even gonna come back. So, wow, I might have to. Did I know that already? I want to say that maybe I knew that already. This guy is a little slower. This guy was one of the first to start looking pretty. Looks really good. This guy's a little slower, and I was wondering if these two didn't get watered as good in the back. It still feels kind of moist back here. But they're all good. That's all the cherries, all the apples are coming back. These are all Fuji apples. Now, I've got 2 Empire apple trees and another cherry. I can't remember the name of the cherry. I think the cherry is going to go right there, and I'm going to find another spot for the 2 apples. Maybe on my walking trail is what I was thinking. So then we have the raspberry patch. Keith got in here with the tiller and extended the patch for me. I have 2 more plants to bury, to transplant. Bury. So I got these 3. This one is the really huge, pretty one that I guess I killed. I don't know. Maybe it'll come back. I'm hoping it'll come back. But these are all from last year. And they're looking good. This one's little bitty. That's alright. I'll take it. This one. This one. I think I planted that there. There you go. There's the raspberries. Yay! Everything came back. I'm so pleased. What I'm not real pleased about is I don't know what I've done wrong here. You know, I don't soak my seeds, and I should. I should go by what it says to do exactly. And I will learn, I guess. I think we killed this lilac right here. So that's our 2 failures. Oh, no, 3. This is the chili pekin that our neighbor from Texas sent us. And I kept it alive all winter in the house. I started bringing it out and it was plenty warm enough, but I don't know if it was too much sun. I'm not sure what I did. But leaves just fell off willy-nilly. It's still alive. And I think it'll come back. I don't know if it's going to do well here in Michigan or not. I'm just not sure. And I think this is some rosemary. What I'm not happy about is none of these have come up yet. So I don't know. I've got a bunch of tomatoes in there. And it's a little late in the day. So that's kind of a failure there. Failure. Yeah, the table of shame. All my house plants that I kept in all winter that were looking pretty good are now looking pretty sad. I've done some transplanting. Then I have all of these to plant. And they've got to go in pretty soon, like in the next couple days. And I've got seeds and seeds and seeds. I have 2 honeyberries. They look like blueberries, but they're egg-shaped. And they're supposed to be a lot like them, and they're supposed to be easy growing. So we will see. I rooted some raspberries that I put them in water, the canes that I cut off of last year's stuff. And I put them in water, and they all just rooted right away and had beautiful leaves on them. I thought, that's just crazy. Well, I said, they're not getting any roots on them. And if they don't get any roots, you know, nothing's going to happen. See, this is the last one. And it's got a little pod on it. So maybe it'll survive. That's new right there. So maybe it will actually root. These are the ones from Heartwick Pines right here. I took that little sprig. See, these are my little spider plants I transplanted, and they're just not very happy with me. I don't know if they'll do anything or not. This is the cactus I have killed twice. And these are all just things that are just hanging out and not doing a whole lot. These are my 2 mulberry trees that I have just about killed as well. But looky there. You see that? It's got a little bit of green coming back. So if it's not going to give up, I won't give up on it. And there are numerous other things, y'all, out there growing. I got birch trees. I've got a few lilacs that are growing. I think I have some maple trees that have come back in the front yard. These are the birch trees. And I'll end it with these. There they are. 1 and 2. I thought Keith killed them with the plow this last winter, but they survived. So there you are. There's my update on my gardening. Hopefully we'll have beautiful blooms this summer. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. I'm waiting for the water to warm up now that the temperatures have. Y'all take it easy.